Good afternoon!
Good afternoon!
This is like the 50th attempt to start this video because it was non-stop technical issues. We are back! We are playing Curse of the Dead Gods.
It is a game that you like.
I do, but this is it's just released on
Gamepass.
So I'm starting it from scratch, having mostly beaten it. It is a roguelike, which doesn't gel with our normal format. I actually discovered this after the Dead Cells episodes we recorded and haven't put up yet. That I thought Dead Cells had been updated with the Curse of the Dead Gods update. It was the inverse. Curse of the Dead Gods got a Dead Cells update, and that's how I found it. So what I say in that video, I'm talking bollocks. Just completely ignore it.
What's new?
Yep, thank you. But yes, as I say, this is a roguelike, which doesn't gel with our format of... what do we do on this channel, Amelia?
We play games, and when we die, the video ends. So we play every game with one life.
Absolutely. So that means, in roguelike terms... you never really get the roguelike experience, because a big part of roguelikes, there's two real kinds to me. There's like the consistent upgrades and progression, which are like, you know, when you get further in, you unlock some new weapons that you'll find in your next run. Mm-hmm. Or there's roguelikes that your progression is your knowledge. Games like Spelunky. There's no consistent progression between those. You just learn.
Spelunky's on your list.
It is on my list. I do like the ones with persistent upgrades. It makes me feel like even when I have a terrible run and lose, I've made some progress.
Yeah.
Whereas in games like Spelunky, I'll be like, I'm relearning this lesson. So this in this game, it's quite a simple premise. It's going to teach us. I'm going to ignore all of this. We just have to get to the end of each temple.
Okay.
And in the light, you take less damage. You'll never see me light anything again, except for in this tutorial. It wants me to dodge 10 times. Tutorial, come on.
Just to make sure that you fully understand how to dodge, 10 of them, please.
Yes. But this is quite an interesting one, because the further you get in the game, there's a risk-reward system in the form of curses.
Right.
So when you get upgrades in your run here, you have a choice to pay with gold or with... So you're just trying to get to the end of the temple.
Yep.
To help you along the way, you need these upgrades. You can pay for those upgrades with gold if you've got it, or with your blood, which isn't health like I thought it would be initially. It is an upgrade. I just realised I was completely ignoring the tutorial and just hitting things. Ow!
Kill him, yeah!
It is your curse meter, which is in the bottom right of the screen.
The Noir
so
100,
whenever
right?
that hits 100, I will get a curse.
Okay.
And what that means is, I'm actually having to read the screen. What that means is a negative effect will happen to me. Or most of the time it's negative, but it's not always negative. Sometimes they're quite useful. There's some very... Actually, I wonder if it was part of the Dead Cells update, because it's Dead Cells-esque. Like, kill 30 enemies and then you'll get bonus movement speed forever. But until you've killed those 30 enemies, you take 50% more damage.
Yes.
So there's lots of interesting stuff there. I was going to make me parry.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
So this tutorial is all about defense, Adam. This is something you don't normally understand or invest into.
not in normal games, but you absolutely have to in this. My instincts for this at the end, because I was trying to complete hard mode, were very, very good. So I'm hopeful that in the 6 weeks or so I haven't played this, I will have retained my mad skills, yo.
Okay, now you start to defeat the enemies.
Yep, so we're just now going to get out of tutorial land. This is like a tutorial temple, but there's real risk from this point onwards.
What's that?
It wants me to just... Oh, it's repeat the tutorial, so what we're going to do is learn nothing.
Yeah, we're just going to kill these same two enemies multiple times.
Yeah, I hope you like the video, guys. So we've been away for a little while. If you're familiar with our channel, apologies. Life got on top of us.
Yeah, and life and adulting and
adulting
real world stuff.
Is not great. This is a persistent upgrade currency, by the way. You can use these to buy persistent upgrades later on. And this here is the map. So I can pick my route between here. The goal is to get to the top. Where that skull is, it will end in a boss. And I can pick my route along the way.
So gold, weapon, or gold?
I'm going to pick weapon. Because the key to a good run is a good weapon. And every time I go through a door, I get 20 corruption, which is what progresses me towards my curses. So you will always get at least one curse as you play through. Yes, blah, blah, blah.
Corruption.
Yes, so we are in the short term going to be doing only 4 videos a week to give us a bit of a chance to catch up and do a backlog and see how that settles for us. So bear with us. Thank you for tuning in if you're one of our longer viewers. Venoir, Orleans Angel, Michael, any of you?
I don't know what his YouTube name is.
It's obviously Michael. So yeah, just thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Ooh, she has ranged attacks.
So I'm relatively confident that I will be able to get, he says getting hit, a couple of episodes out of this at least.
Okay.
I said something similar in Dead Cells.
And you did really well in Dead
by
Cells.
spoilers! They haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, but they don't know what really well means.
They're not 2. But yeah, so another mechanic in the bottom right, you see where it says greed kill? That's how many kill. In the bottom right, there's a big thing that says, it doesn't say greed kill at all. It says greed kill above my head when I get a kill.
Okay, is that the kill times 5 thing?
Yeah, that means that I have got 5 kills without doing nothing for... You see that there's like a little outer ring that goes down. Every time I hit something or do a dodge, it goes back up.
Okay.
Every time I kill something, it goes to like 7 or 8 or... It's going to go to 7
So it's giving you an incentive to keep doing things and not just kiting and running around.
Exactly that.
Like it.
It's an incentive to keep the flow going. And if I get hit like that, which I did intentionally, obviously,
sure.
to demonstrate the effect, then you see it resets to 0. Blah, blah, blah. And then it teaches me about greed kills that I just taught you. Right, so this is where we can... Okay, I will win now.
Will you?
100% confident.
Wait, so did he hurt himself?
Yeah, so this, I didn't have the gold. So as I spoke about earlier, see in the bottom, I had 20, now I have 80. So I offered my blood to get a mace, which means on every 3rd hit, so it'll go 1, 2, bang. That 3rd hit sets things on fire and does critical damage. And because we were really lucky in what we got, it will do a lot of critical damage.
Awesome, so you've got your weapon now, so you're going to go
now
for
I need
gold?
to upgrade it. Gold's not too important for me, but also I want the thing that comes after the gold, the attributes.
Okay.
Which I can talk about later. So it's a lot of intertwining systems. Oh no, I got cursed, Amelia.
Temple's Bite. What does that mean?
It'll tell us.
Traps come to life as if following the beat of a silent drummer sounding death's march. Ooh.
I had a lot of fun discovering all of these, and this is on Gamepass, so everyone watching, I really advise you to play it. So spike traps are now triggered automatically and sequentially. That won't bother us too much.
Good.
Some of them are horrendous, like ones that take your stamina away I'm not a fan of. Some that mean that enemies get additional effects I'm also not a fan of. So you see I now beat them in one-hit combo.
Yeah. Oh, what's the circle mean? Is that just AoE?
So some enemies have attacks that increase your corruption, and you don't want to get hit by.
Okay.
So yes, that was an AoE, but it's an AoE that if it hits me, it ruins my day. And that was a perfect parry.
Nicely
Whoosh.
done.
One of the things I would quite like is a secondary weapon, because if I had a heavy secondary weapon, I could break through this door and you can see beyond
Money.
the secrets of the temple. All in all, it's just a bit of fun, really. You know what's not fun?
What?
Leaving your freezer open and having to defrost it when you wanted to be recording a video.
Generally adulting. Yeah, that wasn't good.
Oh, it was one of my less favourite things that have happened today.
Oh, poor freezer.
I'm going to have to eat 200 ice
I
lollies.
know, we are. I'm looking forward to that, to be fair.
Yeah,
no
me
dinner.
too. No dinner.
Only ice
Dinner
lollies.
is cancelled. Only ice lollies.
That, to be fair, that kind of offsets the adulting we had to do when we were clearing out freezer.
Yeah, that's the child side of it.
A bit like when we had to go to Dunelm and buy towels because our towels are really tatty, and we were like, we should probably buy towels. We own our own house.
That was real adulting. That was ages ago.
That was ages ago. But then
how many
we were
years
like,
ago? Actually, that was only when we moved to this house.
Yeah.
So it was only not that long ago.
and so we decided we were two adults. So we had a sleepover in the lounge tonight.
Yeah, that's how we do. We can't adult too hard.
No, I don't like adulting.
Because, so this is where it becomes a problem. These normally would, the second I step on them, trigger.
Yep.
But now they're a rhythm, which in a way is easier for me.
At least you know they're coming. Oh no, it got
hear
dark.
Because I'm not holding my torch out. But when I set things on fire, it gets
Makes
light
light?
anyway. Yeah. But things are dead when they're set on fire. So.
But later in the game, we'll see that.
Absolutely. I'm going to blitz through this. I'm genuinely interested to see how far I can get. And my muscle memory hasn't gone too far. I just hope I don't get cocky. My
You
only
don't get
weakness.
cocky.
Excuse me? I assume that was sarcasm. It's like my default mode.
Yeah.
So that's
Ooh,
brilliant. So,
yeah, take that.
another aspect to this game, a lot of the roguelikes that I gel with are all about having a build. And it is basically the further you get into your run, the more synergy your abilities have, so you get stronger and go down a path. So something like fire or criticals, etc. This is another side of the upgrades. This is per run, so this will reset when we die. Much like our weapons, they'll all go. This is our attributes. So you have, I can't remember, they're like, actually, perception, red and blue.
Perception, red and blue.
I'm gonna get another curse for this because I would rather have the max health and the extra damage.
Yep.
Green gives you more chance to find treasure.
Okay.
Red, which I believe is strength, gives you more health. And blue, which is gives you more overall damage. I genuinely can't remember what it's called.
That's weird, because I would have thought red would have been damage and blue would have been health. Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%. I'm confident in my descriptions. So you can see over here, red is 250 max health, blue is 10% damage, and the other one is treasure find. Perception is treasure find, but I don't know what they're called.
Cool. Kill them.
I shall. This is going to be a nice run. I'm going to blitz this. Because... Ow. Because I've got a really, really nice weapon. And it's a game that gets progressively harder. So some roguelikes, the goal is to clear the run. Like Hades.
Yeah.
There's one path. Oh, yes, please. And when you finish that path, you are done. You've done the game. Hades is a bit of an exception because you have to do the path several times to get the full story, but it's not like more path opens up to you. It's just, that's the game, play it. And half the battle for me was getting to the surface. Oddly enough, once I got to the surface, I had an easier time getting there in subsequent runs. I guess it was just the knowledge was the hurdle. There you go. So maximum stamina is reduced by 1.
No!
Yay! But if I kill an enemy, I get 2 stamina points instead of 1.
Okay.
So this isn't going to be too much of a problem at this difficulty, but in some difficulties you need to use a lot of stamina a lot of the time, particularly on some bosses.
So can you ever get rid of your curses?
Yes.
How?
If I sacrifice a legendary weapon,
Right.
which we probably won't see at this stage in the game. Again, that's one of the roguelike elements. Haven't unlocked any yet. There are some in there from the outset, but not as many, and they're less common in the earlier temples.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or you beat a boss, but again, we're in an early temple where there's only one boss at the end. Later on, you're doing 3 bosses per temple, or even 9. You know, it goes crazy, but it's satisfying. So I'm going down the perfect dodge route at the moment. I tend to go for the perfect parries when I'm more stamina starved, because they're more risky. So what we can do now is I can pay to upgrade my mace, which I will do. If I get all of the curses, all 5, you get the final curse, which will drain my health consistently, and generally give me a bad day.
Okay, so we need to not
So
get
I'm
more
not going to
curses.
pay any more blood after this. If you notice I'm not healing, you have to go to a dedicated healing room or have an item that heals you. I don't believe in healing. I like the danger. So I'm going straight for the next gold room.
I'd like to remind you about the ethos of this channel.
Completely forgot. Legitimately was just playing this for fun. Well, one of my relic slots is locked. I don't think that matters too much.
You haven't
right
really
now.
got that many relics yet, have you?
No. You don't get as many opportunities in these early runs. Trappos! Ah!
Nicely dealt with. There was money back there.
I don't care.
You don't believe in money?
I genuinely don't like. Not being cocky. I don't think it's needed at this difficulty level
Okay.
because as soon as the line appears on the floor, I dodge and it's good. Because I don't have that many opportunities to spend the money, so the risk is not worth the reward.
Yeah.
To me, at this point, I get a little bit of gold, but ultimately, does it matter? I'd rather just be alive.
I like the way that they've used light. Like, not so much that, like, oh, light is, like, the mechanic of the game. But, like, you're being lighting over here, but, like, the glint of the gold...
Yes, the
like,
light
the
engine
metallic
is
stuff.
brilliant.
Yeah,
it's
really nice.
It's thematic as well as mechanical. So
Yes.
they've made it very visual, and it really just sets the tone of the game. And I like that. I have a lot of time for it. You know what? We're going to clear this temple on this episode, and we're going to get more episodes.
Yeah!
Definitively.
I have a question.
Yes, but only if you can ask it in 5 words or less. She's counting on her fingers. I don't know.
Does man have a name?
No. I mean, probably. But I can't tell you what it is.
Why not? Every other of our characters has had a name.
Well, you may name him then. You have naming privileges.
Flef.
Flef. I was going to say he looks more like a Damon, but we'll go with Flef.
No, because we've had Trefalt and we've had, who else have we had?
Blep.
Blep.
Who's still alive. We will go back to Skyrim, but I got pretty sick of editing Nadia's nipples.
It's a lot of work, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, the episodes we've recorded are all going to come out completely out of order, so they'll be like, what? But basically, without going into the story again, there's a clothing malfunction with Nadia where in some episodes, not all, because it's like intermittent, she just decided to have a boob.
Yep, out.
Which is frustrating because it means that I have to edit it, which is something I didn't really want to be doing because these are quite lightweight episodes.
Yeah, that's kind of why we did it. Was limited editing, wasn't it?
Exactly. Right, so I can afford all of these, but I got something called Divine Favour, which lets me re-roll them, and I don't like any of these, so I'm re-rolling. That's absolutely fantastic, but I have no healing effects. That is the sort of thing that you need late game to win, but not right now. So what I'm going to do is buy this. It gives me 30% extra crit damage,
which works
with our crit build, which is exactly what we've got. I'm going to pay in gold, so no extra curse, and I get a bonus 3 perception on top of it.
What did we drop something?
Yeah, you can only carry 6 of these. See them on the right hand side.
Yeah.
It's Constitution, Dexterity, and Perception, not Strength.
And what did you call the blue one?
Flipping hell over. Right, it's boss time. Very, very adequately timed boss.
Are these scripted bosses, or do you get like a random boss?
They are fixed.
Okay.
Later on, there's a slight amount of randomization, but they are fixed.
Xak'olchir, the Blood Hunter, champion of the Jaguar.
Exactly. So this man, they're all very, very unique but static mechanics. So he's going to throw this. Sometimes he will throw the second one straight afterwards.
Yep. You going to kill cats?
His whole jam is... Yeah, he's going to throw a second one. His whole jam is summoning cats. Okay. So you beat the cats. Okay, he's going to summon one here. I need to beat the cat quickly, dead.
Yeah, and then
just get onto him.
Blam. Okay.
And if he pulls his second arm back after the first one, he's going to throw his thingy. So you can probably tell I've beaten this guy 400 times. I'm not concerned. I just don't want to be caught in that big purple ring.
Kill the cat.
Beat this. We're going for a flawless victory here. You can parry those, but with this much stamina at this stage, he's not attacking enough.
Yeah,
for me to worry about it. Yeah. So finishers also use a stamina, so that's where I have to be careful here. Because if I use all my stamina, I can't do finishers, or I can't dodge. And I like dodging. Done! And I heard the sound of an achievement in my ear, but it didn't appear on the screen.
Cool, well done!
We had that was one of the big nightmares about launching this. It was like, with Windows Game Pass was like popping up windows in the background, and we're just having a nightmare of errors. And that's it. So if I use this now, it will take me back to the beginning of the loop. That's a successful run.
Cool.
Excellent work. 100%. New record. Look at all these records I'm setting.
Have restored 56. That's not a lot.
Well, I didn't have many opportunities. And then it will take us back to the start, where this is like your hub. This is where you can get permanent upgrades moving forward, which I'll talk a bit more about in the next episode. Mm-hmm. And now, if I pop over to blah 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 blah, if I pop over to this door and press rubber, now you can see the temple tree.
Ah, okay.
So there are 10 temples in normal mode, and that's it. So we now have the Storm Throne to do next time on One Run Fun.
Yeah!
Thank you for joining us. It's good to be back. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. If you want to see us play certain games, what do they do, Amelia?
They have to put it in the comments.
Wrong! You have to send us pigeon post!
Oh.
Goodbye!